What? You mean you didn't watch the Jobu Sports Report last night on the Benet Embry Show? Shaking my head at you guys. Well, here's the re-air of it. Make sure you tune in next Monday night. Jobu Sports Report's on at 8:45. Be there. Let's go to the tape.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the greatest team on the face of this planet. Five-time Super Bowl champion, multiple MVPs, and we got the best person talking about this, our sports analyst, Mark Holmes. What's happening, Doc?
Hey, not too much, man. We had another great preseason game. Went through pretty much unscathed. That's the biggest thing that's happened this preseason. I mean, we did lose Calvin Moore, but we got Dak Prescott right behind him,
Right.
who's taking his place and stepping it way to another level. So far the team's staying healthy. They practiced and worked out yesterday, although Tyrone Crawford may have a concussion, but he should be okay.
I'm looking forward to Thursday. I'm ready to see Zeke now.
Yeah, he's been practicing. He's healthy. He's ready to go. So we'll see how all that works out. And I'm looking forward to seeing that too. Because, like I always talk about, having that great wall in Dallas ends up being fantastic for every running back. I mean, Alfred Morris looks like a young man. I mean,
85 yards in the first half.
13 carries, 6.1 yards per carry. So he looks fantastic. So, that offensive line is just awesome. And thinking that we still haven't even had Tyron Smith playing thus far. So he should be able to be back and playing right then, too.
All right, next question. So is it true that Dak is actually going to start this game?
Well, I hadn't heard that yet. I was looking from what I heard that Tony Romo will probably play a quarter. Typically, what you normally do in the third preseason game is you end up having your starters play a first half and into the third quarter, because that's kind of like the dress rehearsal, and none of them playing the fourth game. But I think they're probably going to go ahead and try and get Dak as much work as possible. So that is a possibility. So we'll just have to wait and see. And going against Seattle's defense, that'll be a good test.
Damn, I had something right on the tip of my tongue, and I just totally lost it. Oh, the penalties. You got a lot of emails about penalties. So, what is this just preseason? Because we had 11 the first game and like 13 the second game.
Well, some of that's the good old officials too, working on their calls and everything else. So I wouldn't be too concerned with that right now, because they're going to call things really, really tight. And also too, you have a lot of guys that won't be necessarily playing. So you're going to have a lot of stuff, because that's just going to happen. But I wouldn't be that concerned about it just yet.
All right, well, Mark, I mean, I'm looking at what we got going on. I'm still concerned about I can't be real concerned, because we are getting decent pressure. We have 2 turnovers in 2 games.
Now I'm going to tell you. Now here's the thing. You always ask me, well, what's the thing to look for? The person that you won't hear his name called a whole lot, but I think it'll end up being a great free agent move, is Cedric Thornton in the middle. Now, generally speaking, your middleman's name's not called a lot, because he's not going to get a whole lot of sacks and tackles. His job basically is to clog up the middle to keep the linebackers clean. And in watching him, he's 6'4", about 294 pounds, and he's very, very athletic, as opposed to when you normally have like a really big blob that just lays in the middle. He's very athletic, and he gets a lot of great penetration. He had a couple of really nice moves and stuff up in there. And Rod Martinelli has a way of taking guys who were pretty much cast-offs. You look at George Selvey. He was with 4 teams and had 3 sacks over 4 seasons. He gets to Dallas, works with Rod Martinelli, has 7 sacks, gets a big fat contract, goes over to New York. And I think that's going to be the same kind of thing that's going to happen with Cedric Thornton. He's going to get that training and stuff from Rod Martinelli. And he's going to help in that rotation, that defense. And I keep telling you, that defense is going to be a lot better than what the experts say.
I can dig it, man. So what are you looking for this Thursday? What are you trying to what do you want to see?
That we get out healthy, because to me, preseason doesn't really mean a whole lot. Okay, I mean it's work for the young guys, but basically you want to keep everybody healthy, because in the end, football is a sport of attrition. It's who stays healthiest the longest. So let's get a little bit of work in with these young guys and stuff. I'm not really interested in seeing Tony Romo out there play. We all know what he can do. We need him there for the season. Let's get the young guys in. Now, what I do want to see is I want to see some more pressure with that defensive line, and the way Rod Martinelli will go ahead and dial up some of the pressure and stuff like that. I did hear an interesting rumor that the Texans are interested in trading Jodeveon Clowney and that the Cowboys may be interested in that.
We had to give up way too much.
He was the number one pick.
Right.
Unfortunately, he ended up having the microfracture surgery on his knee, and the injuries never really, helped much. And part of the problem is he's in a 3-4 defense, and that's one of the reasons why he didn't go to Alabama, because they weren't playing a 3-4. Of course, Dallas played a 4-3. And the thought is a change of scenery may be good for him. So possibly you could trade, say, a Ron Leary, because they definitely need offensive line help, or one of the other players, like maybe J.J. Wilcox. They also need a safety. So that may be a possibility. And I do look for the Cowboys to make some kind of a move, either by the wire, after cuts and stuff like that, to bring in someone else to also help in that defensive line.
All right, my man. Does the Swami have any bold predictions for us this week?
Again, Cedric Thornton is going to be the man. And of course, I don't know how much you watch, but my boy, Morris Claiborne, I owe him an apology because I've been one of his biggest critics because the guy has not stayed healthy. He is looking really, really good on that fourth and 3 that Miami went for. Perfect coverage he ended up having, knocked the ball out, and he is really looking really, really good. So that's going to be my 2 impact players for the Dallas Cowboys defense, Morris Claiborne and Cedric Thornton.
All right, my man. Tell folks how to get in contact with you.
Every Monday night on the Benet Embry Show, but definitely check out my YouTube channel. I put up a lot of great videos and stuff that are getting a lot of play right now, reviewing the Cowboys game films and things like that, even busting on good old Stephen A. Smith, who hates the Cowboys, and some other stuff. So definitely check that out on YouTube and look up CowboyJobu on Facebook, and that'll pretty much get you to all my stuff.
All right, Mark. Same time next week, homie.
All right. Hopefully we'll have some more great news about Dak Prescott.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our